Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sometimes in Yu-Gi-Oh! There are just things holding you back from, playing either the best deck or being the best duelist. You know the drill. And sometimes, just sometimes, you need a ban list. And then you know exactly what to play. So in this brand new format where the possibilities of summoning Alistair are limitless, what deck do I decide to play? Drytron. So of course now that Benton is a limited, Union Carrier is gone, the XYZ isn't here yet, and we don't have the Herald of Diviner. What's a better deck to play than fucking Drytron? Now I don't know why I'm doing this. I actually have a kind of a reason. That is because when the XYZ will finally arrive here in 2 months and the Diviner of the Herald will eventually be here, this deck is just as good as it ever was. The thing is, the reason why they hit both Union Carrier and Benton, it's a little bit of an overkill. I completely agree. But the reason why they hit it is if they nerf VFD, then triple Benton Drytron will just destroy the entire game. And it's a shame because normally what they do is they kind of tap the deck a little bit and then support comes out later with different cards. You know, like Striker had that happen and like BA had that happen too, with the Limit of Tour Guide. But there's just such a big gap right now and they just simply couldn't wait. And in my opinion, that's only the best for the game because a full power Drytron deck would be like insane. And I think that with Benton at 1 and that with Union Carrier Bent, that this deck is kind of fair right now. It still does some really unfair stuff and I'll explain all of it later. So yeah, this is going to be a deck profile where I will show you the deck that I have been playing. Note, this deck for 37 cards in the main deck and 14 cards in the extra deck is a complete copy of Suffer White Joe's deck list. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna steal this content from him like I always do. Shout out to Suffer White Joe on Twitch. Link is always in the description down below. You just set the deck a little bit to be more to my liking. And yeah, I'm just gonna walk you guys through the deck and then I'm gonna show the combo afterwards. But I do have to say thank you so much to Sam for bearing with me and learning me this deck, because he was playing this deck for such a long time, annoying me with it. And yeah, it's really cool, I really like it a lot. And let's go into the deck profile. Alright, so let's go into the deck profile. So I'm gonna start off with the effect monsters, then ritual monsters, then spells, and we are not playing any traps. So I am playing triple Zeta, since this is the starter of the combo mainly. Triple Alpha, since these two are arguably the best because they do stuff which is really nice. They are like resilient. This one adds the ritual spells, this one adds the ritual monsters, which is slightly better than the rest. Then I am playing 1 Delta and 1 Gamma. I like these 2 cards a lot. I'm maybe thinking of playing more in the future with the XYZ. I will definitely play more because then we need to turbo out the XYZ. And for now I'm playing 1 Beta. This card is actually awful, but I liked the like other name, and yeah, it's not really good. So I think I'm gonna change it to either a 2nd Delta or either a 2nd Gamma, and yeah. Then I play not 1 but 2 Manju, mostly because there are situations where you already have a fairy. You can just search the 2nd one. Also in this build we play a Curious, and if you mill the Manju, you lose. So that's why I'm playing 2 Manju. Playing 1 Chaos Valkyria for the combo. This is what you add with the Benton, and then make an Abyss Dweller with it. Then I play triple Ash. A reason why I play Ash is not necessarily as a hand trap. It's literally a hand trap. What are you saying? No, I'm playing this because the only thing that this combo really dies to is a Gamma on the right monster. And if you just Ash the Gamma, then they cannot resolve Gamma for the rest of the turn with the Vendread Battlelord. So that's why I opted to play triple Ash Blossom. Then we are playing the Battlelord. In case you don't know what this card does, so he has 2 effects. On the field, you can banish a Vendread monster from your graveyard, call either a monster spell or traps, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects with the type that you called for the rest of the turn. So if you summon this call monster, you can easily do that before your 5th summon, then they cannot hand trap you for the rest of the turn. And this is a dark and you make it Curious with this, which is why it's so important that you have the Ash for the Gamma. And the second effect is when he leaves the field, you can send a Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard, which is why we have to play 3. And then you can add a ritual monster from your deck. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Vendread, so you can add Benton with it. Then we do play the Megalith engine just because it's so strong and versatile and recursive, and this is very strong for the end board. You can easily summon out the Bethor with it in your opponent's turn, and you use the Ophil in your own turn to extend and maybe make a Dweller or make a Link too. The last, semi-last ritual is Benten, of course, and then the last card that I play is Drytron Meteonis Draconitz. And the reason why I play this card is, first of all, I'm in love with this card. I really, really like it. Now, if you don't know what this does, you can ritual summon this with Meteonis Drytron. Your opponent cannot target this card with monster effects, which is already pretty decent. If the total level of all monsters used for this ritual summon are 2 or less, this card can attack all special summoned monsters your opponent controls each. Note that he has 4000 attack. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can banish monsters from your graveyard, whose combined attack equals exactly 2000 or 4000. Then target one face-up card your opponent controls for every 2000 attack in total. So you either banish 1 Drytron or 2 Drytron, and then you target either 1 or 2 cards, and you send those to the graveyard. Now, this is, first of all, the only way to play, to kill a Mystic Mine if it's dropped on you, which is nice. But the Send 2 came up a lot, and this card is just really beefy and strong, and it's really hard to out for a lot of decks. And I wanted to test it because I wanted some more rituals in my deck that do stuff, because it's really cool, but like, what are you going to search if after you've done your combo with an alpha? And I really think that it's nice and easy to actually be able to drop this card because it's just so strong. I really like it. I am testing the other card in my side deck because it's cool as well. And I think that for the future this is something to look into. I really like it. It's very debatable if you actually want to play that or not. Because this list is 43 cards, so you can easily cut it out if you don't like it. But I really, really like it. Then I play Drytron Fafnir triple times because you want to see those Drytrons. Triple Nova because you want to see those Drytrons. Chaos Space. This card really has cool applications because you can either discard your Battle Lord and search a Benten, or you can discard any Drytron and search your Battle Lord starting off your combo, and you banish a Battle Lord in your combo so you can shuffle it back and draw a card, which is nice. So this card really fits into the deck. Triple Emergency because we want more Drytrons. Triple Prep because this card can add Battle Lord as well, which is really, really nice. 1 Vendread Revolution. This is the ritual spell of the Vendread, and this is why this deck works. This card can be used to ritual summon any Vendread ritual monster from your hand or graveyard, which is nice. You must also tribute monsters from your hand or field, and or send 1 Vendread monster from your deck to the graveyard, whose total levels equal the level of the ritual monster you ritual summon. So you can affect Zeta, discard Battle Lord, add this, activate this, send Lord from deck, summon the other Lord. With the Lord you sent from deck, you banish for your Battle Lord, you call monster, and you're free from hand traps on your second summon, which is quite insane. 1 Meteonis Drytron, and 1 Called by the Grave to finish off the deck. And that's it for the spells and trap cards, so let's go into the extra deck. Linkuriboh is a dark, just as Relinquished Anima. So the full combo is you have a Lord and a Nova. You do Nova, summon Linkuriboh with the Zeta. Zeta, discard the Battle Lord, search the spell, activate the spell, summon Lord. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 summons. And then you make a Anima, and they have 3 darks, which is why Anima is there. We have 1 Caballero de Pesadilla Cerebro, 1 Caballero de Pesadilla Phoenix, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Nightmare Unicorn, 1 Curieuse La Dominatrice Seigneur Luminaire for the combo, 1 Boros Sword for game, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Appaloosa. This is what you end on most of the time. I have 1 Lyric Liedvogel Versammelte Nachtigall for the Zeus, countered for the Zeus, Dweller for the end board, Zeus for the Zeus, and the last card is a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. And why I'm playing that you will see in the side deck. It's already pretty obvious. Yeah, pretty cool extra deck. You can really easily make like a Linkuriboh and then the Nightmares, and then you play through your opponent's field. And overall, the link climbing of the Drytrons is just very insane, and I really, really like it. For the side deck, which is what I'm playing now, it's triple droplets. That's synergy with the Drytrons because they activate from grave. Triple Twister. I was playing Lightning Storm. I was testing this in the main for a bit as well. I eventually did it to the side deck, and I really like this over Twin Twister because it's quick play, over Lightning Storm because it's quick play, and yeah, just very nice card. I play the Quaternautics, so this is not exactly the same as the other one. If you summon this, when the combined level is 2 or less, you can destroy all spells and traps your opponent controls once per turn, only in your turn. So it's like a heavy storm ritual monster. And if this ritual summoned card is destroyed, you can special summon Drytron monster from your graveyard, whose attack combines is 4000. The main reason why you want to make this is because it's cool and it's kind of a blowout. Do you have to side this? Not at all. This can be like a Harpy's Feather Duster as well, which is probably just better. There's Harpy's Feather Duster, so this has to be something else. I don't really know what. Just play like Lightning Storms or something, I don't know. And we have Artifact Lancia, because it's a fairy, you can search it, so I'm playing 1. Triple Troll Knockbird for the dragon deck, and triple Super Poly for the dragon deck, and this should really cover everything in this meta. So yeah, I'm really still exploring this deck. I really like it so far. I will show you off a quick combo. But yeah, overall this deck has just been a lot of fun to play. I really like exploring new decks, always love that. And this is really something else, like what you're used to. I thought that the deck, when Benton was a 3 and Union Carrier was a 3, was a little bit too oppressive, and I never really had any like desire to play this deck. But now that like the deck is a little bit tuned down and it's a little bit more rogue, it's perfect for my alley and perfect for me to show you guys. So let's grab a quick hand, cut the deck. Battlelord, Nova, Ash, Ash, Ash. Now this is what I would call a perfectly normal hand for a tournament. What I would do here is activate Nova, summon out the Zeta. Keep my hand on screen. Then we link summon for the Linkaribo. We activate the effect of Zeta, attributing the Lord. Adding, not the Meteorus Drytron, we are adding something entirely different. Where is it? Vendread Evolution. We activate Vendread Evolution, attributing Battlelord from deck, summoning Battlelord. So that's 1 summon from Nova, 2 for Linkaribo, 3 for the Zeta, and 4 for the Battlelord. So here we activate Battlelord. Now if your opponent has a Gamma, you can just Ash it. If your opponent has a Veiler, it's really weird, but I don't think you have to be worried for what your opponent does for the rest of the duel. Then we make a Anima here. Then we link 3 for a Curious. Now, chainlink 1 Curious, chainlink 2 Battlelord, it really doesn't matter what you do here, because they cannot Ash it anyway, so you don't have to chain block. So we send a Battlelord to add back a Benton, and now with Curious we send a Drytron that we are missing. Now if you have Gamma in hand already, you can do that, or then you can send like something else. For this combo, which is just the basic combo, I'm gonna send Gamma, because my hand is Ash, 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 Ash. Now shuffle the deck, and we mill 3 cards. Now sometimes you can be lucky, mill like the Alpha, sometimes you don't have to be, so the only real thing you don't want to mill here is like a Chaos Valkyra or something like that, and all the rest really doesn't matter. We activate the effect of Gamma. Something out Zeta. Benton effect. Here we add a Manju. We activate the effect of Manju to get out a Meteorus Drytron. So now what you want one of your cards to be is any way to full or any way to the Meteorus Drytron. So if this was a field spell, here we could have added a full, or with a full, and then with the field spell we could have added Meteorus Drytron, or if any of these cards were a full. So for now I am going to cheat a little bit and get off the main combo by being Saki and having the Alpha. So we are going to use the Alpha to get the full out. And here we activate full, attributing the Alpha, summoning the full. Effect of full, we will add back Benton, then we use full effect to ritual from deck, summoning out Oviel, chaining 1 Oviel, chaining 2 Benton. We will be adding another full, because now the full is level 6, and with this it's level 7, and then we can summon Bethor in your opponent's turn. And with the Benton we add our Chaos Valkyra here. we can summon our Volcra by banishing literally any monster. It really doesn't matter what, so I will just banish the Battle Lord for now. Then I would like to add back Meteonis. So here we have like two options. First of all, we can make a Dweller, which is a bizarre enough insta-win against like 90% of the meta right now. And then we have like the options. Do we want to make like a Beatrice, which is nice. We also can make like an IP, which is, might be better because then we can make a Beatrice in our opponent's turn. And yeah, so that's all your options. Now, if you would have had any other extender or any other cool card, you could have gone like a little bit further with the deck. And yeah, this is just the main combo. This is the main thing you want to do. If you go second, you can just easily like use all the Drytrons as link fodder, make some co-linked nightmares, get some value, tribute some monsters. You can battle in your own turn to destroy your opponent's field. Like, this deck is just a lot of fun. It is quite difficult to play, and definitely like just take your time to learn the deck. It's what I had to do because I was like misplaying an insane amount when I first picked up this deck. That's perfectly shuffled. Look at that. There he is, the boy. And yeah, overall, I'd say good luck, have fun. Again, shoutouts to Sam for the deck list. And we are going to update this deck in the future, of course, with the new cards from Lightning Overdrive. And until then, I wish you the best of luck with the Ritual deck. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.